Hi, I'm Konomori and welcome back to Trades of Cold Steel. Well, let's get going into the second day. Let's see what all this commotion is about. There's been a robbery, that's terrible, but what's even more terrible is the rent market being unable to open. This might spell trouble. Oh, how sorrowful. Once peaceful hearts have now turned wild. Worry not, so, for I shall find the lost fragments of love. Feel free to fall for me, for it is only natural. Hey, why won't the Grand Market open up? I can't hold back my desire to see my honey again much longer. Oh, she's the honey lady. Lady. Oh baby, all these people means I've got a chance to sell big. Come on people, I've got some news for you all right here. Grab the latest issue of the Imperial Chronicle while you can. Don't expect it to have anything about the Grand Market though. That's quite the sales pitch. Yes, he has only this. Unbelievable! I came to buy some milk for breakfast and the market's closed. That's unspeakable. I gather that the markets will be unable to open today. My wallet can remain safe for now. I'm not entirely sure why this is happening, but I must be grateful for it. Excuse me, what is the meaning of this? Why won't the market open? Someone needs to fix this, quickly. My silk is waiting for me. I'm sorry, the Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The two merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You bastard! You are not going to get away with this. Oh no, not them. The manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Reen? Maybe we could try talking to them. Considering everything that happened yesterday, you just might be cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. How dare you destroy my store, you damn coward! I know you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? You just came clean and admitted already. Who you are calling a coward, you Heimdarian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as a bad guy here. You make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now? Bring it on! Hold it! Class 7. Yo kids again. Keep your nose out of it. I gotta make him pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Wow, they really are completely ruined. This is awful. However, harming one another isn't going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed and you will be worse off. But this anger isn't gonna erase unless I do something. He took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods, and you're gonna give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my store, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to what we are saying. What do we do? Stop this at once. The provincial army. What? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But I believe you're the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see, the market manager explained to the provincial army officer what had happened the previous night. I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stores were destroyed, 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is as clear as the day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair. Do you think it's premature? Think it's premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The provincial army doesn't have time to waste time in the petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease the dispute and you will be left alone. Continue and you come with us. The choice is yours. They are trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened, to sweep the whole ordeal under the rug. Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. Very good then. I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you all think twice before causing such workers again. Now, if you all please excuse us, I'm a busy man and I have more pressing matters to attend to. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop those two from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. I see now how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the two of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, try to use the time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah, I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. You can't open the Grand Market for business until we've cleaned up those busted stalls. We're really running late, so I hate to ask, but would you all mind lending me a hand? Market manager Otto, with assistance from the merchants of the market, cleared away the remains of the 2 stalls. And with the help of Reen and the others, on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day, albeit behind schedule. Thanks to you 4, we were able to open the Grand Market for business day today without incident. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that, we barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. The merchant star is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into blind range, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problems facing the merchants in these towns are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right, it's clearer than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market, and I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Still, you think they'd at least be a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way those 2 merchants are just going to accept this and move on. No, I don't suppose they will. And if words get out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done. I'm just not sure what. Is something wrong, Reen? You were awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant stores ourselves? It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You students, you have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We are students training for the military, so we can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they are shirking their duties here, and that reflects purely on us all. Well, that's true enough, I guess. But do you really think we are up for something like this? I kind of have to wonder about it too. I mean, at the end of the day, we are just amateurs. We should at least check with Instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks. She's already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do, her words. This seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant, at least it does to me. Oh, I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all. Yeah, you do make a good case. I'm still not sure where we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit I truly would appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful, don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want your kids being put in danger. We are dealing with a criminal who acts under cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore. Well, we'll be careful, we promise. And now I know I will at least. Probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's said, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. Detectives Class 7. Detective Group. So, first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get some thing about a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We all need to keep a close eye on the time, so if we miss the last train to our time dollar, we have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given orders house too, and I'd really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 PM. Let us use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood? You bet. Right. Nice. So we are going. Is there really a criminal going around causing trouble at the Grand Market? There isn't. Huh, I can't believe you, Mom. So let's go check out the Grand Market. We can at first the side quest, Green Market. Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie? That's correct. Does that make you the students from Tours who the market manager said would be coming then? Yep, that's us. We came to see you about the request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full? Of course, I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. I kept it with me in the hopes that they would come to pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your help in delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? Accept the request. Yes, we'd be happy to help. Thank you. Here's the wallet that I found then. We'll be sure to take good care of it. I assume that you've already inspected the contents? I did indeed. Fortunately, there wasn't anything in it that could help to identify the owner. What exactly was in it anyway? Well, naturally there was mirror in it. I couldn't believe just how much was in there, though. The only thing was a train ticket to Heimdall that's scheduled for tonight. It sounds like the owner is a fairly well-off traveler, then. There's not much we can do with that as our only lead, though. I believe the train ticket is potentially our best lead. Yeah, but what should we do with it? Should we go and ask at the station? Yeah, considering it's for a train that leaves tonight, I imagine the owner is frantically searching for it. Which means they might have already been to the station themselves to ask about it. Let's head over to the station then. Sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you for this. Quest lost. What is started? So now let's talk with him. Smash. And to think I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Celtic Grand Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me. Hey, you! I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down. It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do business. So what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually, Rene explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what what had happened the previous night. You're investigating? That's right, and we really appreciate it if you could answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? You students at the military academy are not exactly ace detectives. And that is true, but we are still determined to find out who did this. We may even be able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine, I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my store was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around you can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the store unattended though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The details had been done. So by morning, the store had already been destroyed and your goods stolen. Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me actually. An accessory? Is this a brand that's popular in the capital? Been a real hit lately, yeah. Was hoping to bring the fat here by selling them at the market. But this is the only one I have left now. I tried to think how much money I lost in one single night. That damn coward sabotaging my business. It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing the spot with me, he decided he'd destroy my store altogether. I just know it. I'm going to get him to give me my goods back, no matter what it takes. Please try to stay calm. Do you know that if you cause any more trouble, the provincial army really will arrest you, right? Yeah, I know it, but it's a matter of justice. You can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong, general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you, we do everything we can. That much I can promise. I can promise. I think that's everything this merchant knows. Let's try questioning the other one. Let's talk with him again. Do I have any clues as to who the culprit is, you ask? Oh, how sly of you. Wish to imply that even heartless criminal will stop in their tracks after hearing my music. Yes, I don't recall their face, unfortunately. Simply because to me, they are nothing but another member of my massive audience. I think it's safe to assume he doesn't know anything. And he knows nothing. So, now he... what the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of your time? You're those kids from that military academy, right? What do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. And to top it all off, the provincial army and the other damn merchant are acting like I am the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, Whedon explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what had happened the previous night. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, as I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing left to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate. I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. So, about last night, at the time the incident actually happened. Last night? I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with the merchant yesterday and I didn't come back till this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place and another merchant just got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me, he'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. As if it burned bad enough, all the processed food I was going to sell were just gone without a trace. So the goods that were stolen were all processed food? That's right, nuts, cheese, bacon, all foods that have long shelf life, made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. It was like I hadn't been drinking at all. And that's when I went over to that fool store to make him pay for it. Ready to go straight to him. Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my store so he could have that spot all to himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why was his store destroyed too? He must have done that to himself. Probably figured if he destroyed his own store, no one would believe he could be responsible. I don't know, that seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. But I understand your frustration. Baseless accusations that do no one any favors and only cloud the true issue. But it's so frustrating. I've lost so much money because of this. I might have to shut up shop for good. That's bad. I could at least get my goods back. Maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat. But what are the odds of that? None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything, and the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished, pure and simple. All the hard work I've put into getting this far, and this is how the dream ends for me. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you, but we'll do anything in our power to help you find some form of closure. And so cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck, so. That's all the two victims of this crime have to say, it seems. What does everybody think? I can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them is responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motive to damage the other store, but the chance of both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil. It's not impossible that they were just out to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened. So we are going to have to look elsewhere to find viable suspects. Where, so? I mean, who could possibly have been? It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there is one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we can work out the reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding our culprit. Whom do you mean? I'm talking about, of course, the provincial army. The provincial army. They haven't done a thing to try and solve this crime, despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question of why not. The market manager said they are refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the provincial army should refuse to intervene in trials within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is they brought the dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, 1 minute they are refusing to do anything, then the next they are taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. My point is exactly, there's definitely something unnatural about the way they are conducting themselves. And since we have no other leads, what do you say we go to Army's courthouse and take a look around? We might be able to learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation. That may be worth an attempt. The courthouse isn't too far from here either. Let's head on over there and see what we can find out. AP increased by 1. And we go there next time. See you then. Bye bye.